Hello there! From behind the yellow line, this is Trammin episode 166. My name is Kirk, and as always, I'm joined by my friend, and he knows how to spell technotronics, Christian Rainwater.
What's up, everybody? Our big third topic of the week is Disneyland's tech and infrastructure.
Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic.
Hello, everyone. Welcome aboard Trammin, a Disneyland podcast. Please lower your head and watch your step while boarding. As a courtesy to other passengers, we ask that there be no eating, drinking, or smoking on board. In just a few moments, we will begin our trip into the Disneyland Resort news and topic of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, this tram is ready to depart. Driver, you are clear.
Welcome back to Trammin, everyone. Happy Wednesday. We are your hosts, Kirk and Rain. What's up, Rain?
Dude, I don't know if it's because we haven't done remote in a while or what, but why does my head look abnormally large?
Your head looks completely normal.
Okay, maybe it's just in my head that I'm thinking my head is
Yeah.
super large right now, but I don't know. It feels weird. I feel weird right now, but
Maybe it's the haircut?
maybe.
The hair's pulled up more on the right side. I don't know. Or is it mirrored? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There we go. No, I guess.
You look like such a young man when you have your haircut.
You think so?
You don't look old, but like the term young man, like
Yeah. That's dude. One of my aunts was like, "Yeah, you look a lot younger with your haircut," and I'm just like, "Okay, yeah." I just hate haircuts so much, so much. Like I have like a phobia of them or something. I don't know.
you just have to schedule them a week and a half to 2 weeks before you want to look good.
Yeah,
But it's a little different with you because you have slightly long hair.
it's more like a month. It's a month and a half before I want to look good for me.
How long do you go between haircuts?
6, 7 months.
Oh wow, yeah. For me, month and a half max.
Yeah. The girl who cut my hair a couple weeks ago. She was like, "Oh, let's see when the last time I got a haircut." She's like, "Oh, October 14th," and I was like, "Oh man, I did not expect that." But yeah,
Well, you,
it's
you
been
go
fine.
to a salon, right?
No barbershop.
Oh, barbershop.
But she's like the only person that I've seen in a barbershop that specializes in like medium length hair, if
So
that
it's
makes any
like
sense.
how to cut long men's hair or
Exactly,
men's long
exactly.
hair. You know, what I
That
mean? Long
that's
men.
that's hard to find.
Y-
That's real hard to find. So,
Yeah.
but no, she's good. She's good. Remember we were supposed to do the episode at the Fullerton shop?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, completely forgot about it until I went in. She's like, "Hey, how's the podcast?" And I was like, "Ah, good to
Okay, I
go."
thought it was a dude who wanted
The dude is the owner of the shop. She's one of the stylists,
barbers.
barbers. Yeah,
Is it a barbershop?
it is, but it's called Barbarians.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that's it. So, let's, dude. I'll just say when I walk in, shout out to my barber Menji Alex at American Vintage Barbershop. Dude, I
You
walk
still
in.
go there?
Yeah, dude.
Oh
You know
wow.
why? You know
Mhm.
why? Because he's great, but I walk in and he says, "What's up?" I sit down. And he goes, "Same thing," and I say, "Yeah," and then he cuts my hair.
This
And
last time I
and
said,
we chat, but like
yeah.
same thing. Yeah, and that's it.
This last time she's like, "What do you want to do?" And I was like, "Whatever you want to do, I want to do." And she went a little shorter than I would like, but it's fine.
Well, she was probably like, "This dude's not coming back till October, so
Yeah, yeah,
give him a little room."
yeah.
But anyways, let's try turning it off and on again with
Mousekeeping. Oh, if this is your first time here, welcome aboard Trammin, a Disneyland podcast where Kirk and I talk about the Disneyland Resort through and only through our eyes. To catch up on jokes, references, context, and backstory, check out our lore page on trammin.com/lore. For our recommendations for Disneyland, DCA, and more, check out trammin.com/rex. If you enjoy the show, like, subscribe, comment, or review us wherever you can, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and my favorite, YouTube's. For a visual guide of the show, follow at Trammin Podcast on Instagram, and right into the show, head to trammin.com/ask. If you use Discord and would like access to our server, let us know. And you can find all these links and lore on trammin.com.
Yes, you can. I think it flows better without the art.
I think it does. I
That
think
was
it does.
good. That was a
Yeah.
solid mousekeeping. I need to update the lore page, and it's going to happen. And I will. You know what? We'll throw the shade right now, because it's time for your right, in which members of the Tram fam write in with corrections and comments, just like you can at trammin.com/ask. Rain, cue up that corrections music, please. So Andrea writes in. Should I start with the shade or end with the shade?
End with the shade because I have one after all these.
Well,
That's
no,
also
no.
shade.
This is shade towards Andrea.
Oh.
So,
Start with the shade.
okay. I'm only throwing the shade because it's not like actually, it's not actually important.
Yeah.
So, we hung out with Andrea on Friday. Uh, she said, I think multiple times that she had never been on Trammin.com,
Ah,
like ever. And I was like, you're going on Trammin.com right now. And then she didn't. And then like 4 hours later, I made her go on Trammin.com.
nice.
She's like, "Oh, it's pretty cool. Oh, it's all here." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, it's all
Yeah.
here."
All
So,
in one place for you.
yeah, it's a great. What was that?
Well,
Was that a cough drop?
it is a cough drop. I'm like uncontrollably coughing, even though I haven't coughed in like a week. But
Mm,
of course, right when we're gonna record, I start coughing like crazy. So
okay, all right.
cough
Well, this
drop
is
it
a
up
good
today.
time because I'm going to be reading. All right, Andrea writes in. My one and only objection to the Disneyland Sucks episode was Matthew claiming that Galaxy's Edge sucks. His points were valid. There's not a ton to do, and I feel like the more could be done with the space. Unintended? But the
No?
vibes are immaculate. It's immersive, and I feel like I'm on a Star Wars planet when I'm there. I'm giving Disney the benefit of the doubt and assuming and hoping that they have more rides planned for the land down the line. I don't know. I mean, I think it's when they run out of things to do, it's like, okay, maybe we will add the restaurant, right?
Yeah. I
Maybe
mean,
we will.
I don't think anybody's like crazy, like wanting it really bad right now. Once things kind of like slow down, that's when we'll get it.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. John H writes in. Regarding the episode that just aired, I still wish there were some kind of animatronics in Grizzly River Run, be it Brother Bear, Bears, regular bears, or both. Yeah, we need a little something there, right?
Yeah.
Just a little something.
That's what I was saying. I think there are like small animatronics on the other one, Cali River Rapids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dane writes in. Okay, boys, how about this Trammin Plus for next year? EDCing while 30. You guys are probably right. I should join you guys. Just experience one last carnival under the electric
W-
sky.
Would you ever go again?
I think I said I'll only go again when I can afford the helicopter ride.
Ah, okay.
And it's $700 round trip each night.
Hmm.
So per person.
Got it.
Yeah. So that's a lot. So
The VIP going a couple years ago is a completely different experience.
oh no. I like being in the mix. But
Mhm.
what, you don't like it?
I do. I did. I should say. But like in the past maybe like 3 or 4 years, these children, dude, they don't know how to act. That's what it is.
EDC though?
Yeah, heck yeah, EDC.
Hmm. Yeah, it's the helicopter for me because not because I love helicopters so much, but because that drive, it's like 2 hours from Vegas to Vegas. Like
Yeah.
you may as well go home. Like
Yeah.
it's too much. It's too much. So, Dane, I don't know, man. Uh if I was going, how about this? I would tell you and we would hang out, but
For
I'm not
sure.
going. Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
I might be going for work. Who knows? I didn't go this last year, but maybe next year.
Uh, dude, you know what? It's like maybe if I had like someone driving me there.
Mm,
Like in a night, not a limo, but like
yeah.
a nice, like a relaxing.
Like an Uber Black.
No, dude, no. You know what? Uh, yeah, he doesn't care. Shout out to Kevin. He just got a new car. It's a
Mm-hmm.
Subaru, 7-seater. And I was like, "What's a 7-seater? Like 2 seats in the back?" No. It's got that 3 seats way in the back, but 2 seats like a minivan in the middle row. But it's not a
Oh,
minivan. So you
Nice.
got like that. It was nice. It was real nice.
Yeah.
Subaru, the one
The
little
new
higher
one.
than
The new one.
the one higher than the Crosstrek.
Outback.
Maybe. Yes. He had like the blacked out chrome. It's nice.
The boxy one or the non-boxy one?
I don't know anymore. It was nice. It was nice. Or
Nice.
it is nice. Yeah. Eduardo writes in, "Hey Trammin, so glad you guys were back in the official Trammin studio. I know it's not always possible when you guys are in there. Everything just feels right." Speaking of things being right, I was giving a listen to Paint the Night, the parade song especially, and there is a line, zippity doo dah, during the song. And the rumor was going around that the parade may return sooner or later. I'm sure Disney's going to change the lyric, and I was wondering what line you feel should be added to the song, especially you, Kirk, since you once in a while bring up your opinions about Disney Park Parade song lyrics. For example, the beef you have with the beat drop of Magic Happens. It's right before the beat drops. Just curious about your take. Now is your chance to claim something. Maybe get back to us in a week. Ryan, what would you add? Zippity doo dah. That's a lot of.
Probably. I think Moana was out when Paint the Night came out, right? I feel like Moana came out 2 years ago, but I think I look back. I think it's 2015. It's almost 10 years ago now. So,
Oh,
I'm just trying to think of like a newer Disney property that has a very obvious catchphrase. I mean, I guess Moana. Like, I'm thinking how far I'll go, but I don't remember if there's like a Paint the Night
Zippity
Moana
doo dah is
section,
kind of like in the way Disney uses it, like
like
the way.
no. What are those like? What's that word in English? Like onomatopoeia. No, that's not it.
No, it's like an exclamation of
Yeah,
excitement.
yeah.
I don't know. Uh,
But
maybe
to his point, Trammin Studio doing stuff there, I understand. I
yeah.
get it. Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. I'll let you know. Today's not that day because no, just say get your ears on, just ruin it, right? Okay. Rain, it looks like we're getting the smackdown here.
Oh, dude, for sure. I get a text last Wednesday from Ricardo with a link. Okay, this link shows. So this is Ricardo writing it. The August 1955 Disneyland American Motors Nash Rambler, AMC Circarama Walt Disney, and it's this link that shows the cars that were being used. These Nash Ramblers or something like that. He said, and this is referencing the car that's in front, that's in what was it, Grizzly River? No, not Grizzly River. Grizzly Airfield, right?
Humphreys, yeah.
By Humphreys, yeah, the car that's there. Us saying that it wasn't Walt Disney's car. He says it might not be the actual one, but he was gifted, but he definitely had the same one, and that's why it's there now. AMC would go on to provide several Nash Rambler cars for Disneyland, each with a custom designed Disneyland logo on the doors of the automobile. The Nash Rambler Cross Country station wagon was featured in the Disneyland television program for the pre-opening resort that included driving on the river of the Jungle Cruise attraction, then under construction. Do you remember that in Imagineering story? When one of the Imagineers is driving through the Jungle Cruise and it's that same car. I don't know if these Nash Ramblers were popular or what, but he's saying there's essentially reasoning on why that car is there. Like it means more to
Okay.
Disney. Yeah.
But
Walt Disney's.
nowhere in this article, doesn't say anything about Walt Disney the man.
No. But it has a lot of meaning to Disneyland.
Yeah, I think I don't know, but I feel like we said it probably means something, but that wasn't Walt Disney's car.
So Ricardo ends this with grab a napkin, you got served. I said
no. I did not get served. I returned the serve. All right. I didn't. It is not Walt Disney's car, and that is what I said.
A nice forehand, dude. Nice forehand on the return.
Yeah.
Let's see if Ricardo could counter with a nice backhand.
Walt Disney's car. I said it is not Walt Disney's car. I didn't say he never drove in the car. I didn't say it has nothing to do with Disneyland. It's not Walt Disney's car. That's I did a Command F on that article.
Nowhere does it say.
It's Walt Disney Productions, Walt Disney Studios, and I did the read more. So
that's what I was gonna ask. Did you hit the read more?
I did the read more. So Not quite. Not quite, Ricardo. You gotta try harder than that. So,
Kelvinator.
what?
No, I just see something in the article. It says
Oh,
Kelvinator.
yeah. All right. That's all we got for We're Right. Let's get in some news. Lake, no. The Walt Disney Company cancels its $1 billion plan to move Imagineering and park operations to Lake Nona, Florida, citing this is a paraphrase, hostile business environment. They will help employees who already relocated there move back to California.
Dude, is this the biggest middle finger to DeSantis that you can possibly do?
But here's the thing. Yes, but it wasn't petty. It's
Mm-mm.
these guys are just they're not going to work with us. So we're
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
You know what? Everyone says California is not business friendly, right? So they move to Texas, they move to whatever. Here's the thing. California has very high taxes and payroll tax, that's a tax, and cost of doing business. However, I don't think they really interfere with business at all, right?
Mm.
Like
After all the sales tax stuff I'm going through, dude.
that's not
It's
interfering with business. Though. That's sales tax. That's
yeah.
not like you said this thing and we're not letting you do this thing and we're being mean to you. They I understand it's all about money, but it's
Yeah.
also about being able to do business. And the joke here is all these like free speech states, Texas and Florida, whatever, they call half the speech out there woke and then say that it's
Real.
illegal. So
Yeah.
it's like that's not free speech. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna say about that. You reap what you sow. And I saw the comment, Florida is in the finding out stage.
Yeah.
So
Yep. I'm honestly glad. I don't think Imagineering or really anybody even though the park is bigger over there, it should stay here, man. It should stay here in Glendale where it started. I don't think anything is in Glendale anymore, but at the very least in Southern California.
I mean, Walt Disney Animation Studios or just Walt Disney Studios is
Yeah,
in
in Burbank.
yeah, it's Glendale is Burbank, like they're the same
Yeah.
thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's there, right? There was this whole was it Matthew or Freddie were like talking about how Disneyland is like the whole hub of Disney 100
Mhm.
because when you invite people like executives and other rich people and donors and whatever, right? You invite them to California because they all want to come here. You don't
Yeah.
invite them to Central Florida. Like, no offense, but like
No, for sure.
people don't want people don't want to move there unless like they make the choice themselves. Does that make
Right.
sense? Like they don't want to like go there if they don't have to.
Which is why I
Um,
think a lot of Imagineers just straight up quit.
yeah, a bunch of
Yeah.
them quit and they're
Yeah.
mad because they left and it's like a whole weird thing and it's like, do I go back? Are they gonna mess with me again? You know? So yeah, this is it's great. There are many reasons to do business in California. Like,
Yeah.
could you imagine being anywhere else and like, shipping times of products and
Yeah.
just availability of things and just having customers here, like, and
Uh,
dude, you work in entertainment. All your customers are here. Not
yeah,
all, but
exactly.
a ton.
As much as I would like to move to another state business wise to make things quote unquote easier, like you're saying, somebody it's priceless for somebody to drive from downtown LA to my office and I give them a tour of everything. Like
Yeah,
you can't put value on it. I love that kind of stuff.
yeah. So, um, yeah, I've had a couple customers be like, "We have no interest in coming to California." Like they're like, "Me, me,
Right.
me." I'm like, okay,
Right.
but a lot like they come here and then they're on vacation for a week too. So,
Mhm. Mhm.
it's and it's just weird because Disney is here. That's like the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's always been here. So I get it. They want to. You know what? I'm gonna add to this. It's the reason they can't do this whole campus thing here. It's really hard to buy large plots of land in anywhere that they would want it, right? Although, dude, they could probably open up shop in Irvine. All
I
those
mean,
buildings going up and those empty fields.
probably or buy a mall. One of these old malls that are gonna like Puente Hills Mall. You buy them all built up.
They're not
You got a
putting
campus.
in Roland Heights. But, like, Irvine, Tustin has that whole airfield that's, like,
Yeah.
whatever now. But regardless of that, the reason they're not gonna do that either, they probably realized this work from home thing is here to stay as much as people
Yeah.
don't want it. Not people, as much as companies don't want it. But it's like, "Oh, hey, we don't have to really spend money on real estate because we haven't yet."
Right.
A lot of the companies pulling everyone back in have these leases that they have to deal with, and Disney doesn't right now. Like I'm sure they own the studio and all that. So it's like, yeah, whatever. People are going to work from home. They can have Imagineers work from home. They can come in to collaborate to where they already are. And yeah, dude, they're probably wondering like, I think they said like they're not going to pour as much money into Walt Disney World, right? Like,
Wow.
didn't he say something like that? Like, they're gonna
Really?
think about future investments? Not
I
like
wonder.
they're not gonna leave. Just
Right.
like,
I mean, you kind of can't.
it's like in this climate, it's like, okay, we don't need to expand right now,
Yeah.
right? We'll build a hotel somewhere
And
else.
I think that has to do with our next news topic.
What is our next news topic? All right. Next headline. We're not even flying half a ship. Galactic Star Cruiser's final voyage is September 28th through September 30th. So Disney says it did not meet expectations, like their own expectations, and they want to focus on things that are more accessible to a larger number of guests. Did I say accessible? Because meant accessible. I don't know what I said. But anyways, yeah, the Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel, the Halcyon, is done.
I mean, is it like a surprise? Not really. The only surprising part is that, and I know people have mentioned it like on Twitter and stuff. Why don't they just cut the cost in half so more people could get on? But I just don't think they want to do that, considering how much it is to run this whole operation.
Yeah, so they have a bunch of actors who are probably union actors
Yeah,
in full makeup. Like they say like princesses and stuff have to do their own makeup, but these guys aren't doing their own makeup. They're in full like blue paint. They're like in
you
full
got
Twilight.
Twilight's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Twilight makeup. It's like arguably as good as it's. You know what? The Twilight makeup could possibly be better than it is on TV because it's has to hold up in real life, not cameras.
yeah,
Right? So there's that. There are only about 100 rooms. That's nothing.
yeah.
Like
That's nothing. That's
it's
like a motel.
yeah. So it's hard for them, and they have the chefs and the programs and all that, and and people keep pointing out it's a hotel with no windows and no doors, no, and no pool.
Yeah,
So it's like what you with that. As much as I'm like meh on role playing, if you're just staying there, like what's there to do? There's nothing to do.
you have
There-
to go search activities.
Yeah, and there
You
are
have
activities, but like, well, are you going to do them or are you not going to do them?
right,
So
right.
yeah, this is a little rough. Some people are like, "Can we just visit it from Galaxy's Edge?" And they make it some spaceport or something. But the problem is, we put it on, or no, I put Mickey and Minnie's our version, but the little store, the first order store on the left of that is that those big doors that go nowhere for us.
Hmm.
Over there, it's open. It's a walkway that goes to the little bus stop that takes you to the hotel. So
Okay.
it's like it's a little bit of a walk. It's not next to Galaxy's Edge. So, yeah, I don't know.
I wonder if, similar to a cruise, if some of the actors also are waiters, or if like they
So
multi.
they said a lot. Okay, the actors I don't know, but if if they're union actors, not that they'll just find another job, but it's like they're in right
Yeah.
in terms of just their own union. But so the just the cast members, they said a majority of cast members are Disney College program, and they're just going to transfer them.
Mm,
Like they're going to be able to finish out their program. They'll just put them somewhere else. I can't
yeah.
imagine there are that many cast members. It's that the costs are just high for the actors and the costumes and all that. But
Right.
uh, Josh D'Amaro, someone needs to ask him to say his own name so we know how to say it. He's the president of Disney Parks Experiences and Products. Said that they're going to have accelerated depreciation of 150 to 200 million dollars,
What
which
does
is
that
kind
mean?
of
What does that mean?
so depreciation is like you buy something. Let's say you buy new equipment for work,
Right.
right? It's $100,000, and every year you depreciate it. I don't know. Let's pretend 10%, right? That means the next year it's only worth 90,000. The next year it's
Mhm.
only worth 80,000. That depreciation is tax deductible. As in,
Mhm.
so it's like, yeah, eventually I'm gonna have to replace this thing. So it's like I paid this much for it and I lost value if I was ever gonna sell it, all that kind of stuff. Depreciation is just like a thing you can claim.
But
Well,
why accelerated?
so property depreciates, assets depreciate. Accelerated means they might tear it down.
Ah,
Accelerated is like it's no longer going to be used.
right.
You can't just say, I mean, I think you can accelerate the depreciation, but you don't get the full thing.
Got
Like,
it.
I don't know. This is like so far beyond me right now.
Yeah.
I'm an accountant. So, but accelerated is like, this isn't coming back. It doesn't seem like it is. So it's just a warehouse with plastic props inside, right?
Yeah.
So I
And a
don't,
bunch of screens. A lot of screens, I would imagine.
yeah, but I would imagine there's screens built with panels that could just, you just pop them in somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't think they're like TVs. I think they're
Oh, yeah.
mini LEDs at least, if not micro LED. But I don't know if they spent the money on micro LEDs, like those LG walls that have no seams.
Mhm.
If
Mhm.
they did, though, you literally pop those out. You put them anywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We will see for sure. Um,
Dude, I can't wait for Kevin Perger to just go
dude,
ham on this thing.
okay, I'm awake. What happened? Crack me up. All right. Yeah, everyone said we knew this would happen, but not this quick. Nobody thought the whole thing was going to shut down. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Come on, liars. All right. Next headline: Steamboat Villy. The villas at Disneyland Hotel will feature a Steamboat Willie splash pad at the pool. It has its own pool, and it will be named the Discovery Tower.
I saw the splash pad. It looks really neat.
Dude, it does.
It looks awesome. It's almost like they took it out of Toontown, but even a little better in a sense. Like they just popped it out of Timeless River from Kingdom Hearts 2 because it's the black and white with the water and everything. It goes. It goes
Yeah,
really well.
it does. But yeah, how do you feel about the name Discovery? Is Tomorrowland going away?
I think this might be the first sign.
That would be
This might
crazy.
that would be crazy. I don't When was the last time? No, I'm trying to think. Was there ever a time when one of the original lands is gone or like went away? No,
They
right?
had like the Christmas Hill or whatever, but like
Oh yeah, oh, yeah. I know, but that was
like
like part of
the lands. No.
yeah. I don't know if Disney's bold enough to do it, but maybe it'll be called Discovery Land Tomorrowland or something. I don't.
No, no. I think did I say this when Freddie was on? Discoveryland, A Vision of Tomorrow?
Mm,
Because it's a vision of like it's what we thought tomorrow would look like.
I feel I think that might actually happen, dude.
If it
This is
does,
something's telling about this.
Astro Orbiter is here to stay forever.
Ever, forever and ever.
That'll be
And
that and Space Mountain will be the only things left. They'll just destroy. They might not destroy. I don't know. Tomorrowland 1997, dude.
you don't think that they'll change what's it called? Space Mountain to the France version?
I don't. Okay,
Maybe
they
just
would
the
change the
exterior.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't think they'd put a launch in.
Mm,
That's yeah. I don't think it's tall enough for a launch. I could be totally wrong, but
yeah.
it doesn't need a launch. Um, I don't know, but they totally could. it's a little scary.
Yeah.
A little scary. I guess we'll see what happens.
Would you be upset?
I would be upset if they reskinned it.
Mm,
If they were demolishing and they're like, "You're getting Discovery Land," like, if it was called Discovery Land, right? That means the Imagineers have a vision and they're doing it, you know?
yeah.
It's not an IP, it's not if it's Discovery Land, we're never getting Tron, but I
Right.
don't think we're getting Tron. I don't think we have room for Tron, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. It's too big.
It's huge. I can't believe how huge it is. Um, look at the picture of the cast members in front of it. That's all we gotta say. This isn't really Disney news, so I don't have a headline, but, Moana will be played by a new actress.
I saw that. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Very
They
interesting.
wanna give new talent, a
She said
chance, per
she
se.
felt like she outgrew the role, like literally by with age.
I think she did. She's,
Yeah.
like, in her 20s, right?
Yeah.
So,
That's what I was saying. Like, dude, it feels like Moana was 2 years ago, but it was
what
really like almost 10.
was it 2014?
I think 15.
2016. Okay.
16. Okay. Okay. Still, that's 7 years ago. That's still a good amount of time.
Yeah, and I'm sure she could still do the voice and stuff, but, she's an adult, so
Yeah.
I don't think it would work. Uh,
Oh, and
let's
then
see how
did you
they
hear about the what's his name? Ray Stevenson? Ray something. He just passed away today. He's gonna be in Ahsoka. He's the main Sith Lord.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Ray. Let me see. Ray Stevenson. Yeah, he passed away today. But he's been like yeah, he's gonna be in Ahsoka. He's been in a couple. He was in Thor. Um, Crazy because Ahsoka's not even out yet, and he's gonna be the main bad guy. So
Mm, well, may he rest in peace. We'll
yes, sir.
see we'll see what happens. Um, any did I miss any? I feel like you know what? Let me check the Discord because Kimmy throws so many links in there and works so hard to give us news. But, it's like news for us sometimes, but not like, "Oh, okay, alright. You gonna give me my username yet, Discord?" Dude, my account, 2016. I'm gonna get a good username.
Yeah, yeah, you'll be good.
Uh,
Oh, hey, I the what's his name? Ken Pop Rocks?
yeah?
Kenny P. He said that all of the downtown Disney, the new everything new, the enhanced dining and retail offerings will arrive over the course of the next 18 months.
Wow. Did you just do something? Because the noise went away.
Noise? What noise?
There's a little fishing sound, and it's gone completely. It's like
Oh,
when you went click, it, like, went away.
no,
Huh,
literally nothing.
okay. Alright, let's,
Is it this?
no, 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 there was, like, some sort of feedback type of thing. Oh! I do have news. Uh, Maleficent's Last Laugh.
Oh, that's right.
No, sorry. Uh,
Murphy's.
last cackle.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the noise is back. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Uh, Phantasmic. This is reported by Scott Gustin. Phantasmic at Disneyland will remain on hiatus through at least Labor Day. Disneyland states, "We are taking this time to evaluate the show and explore opportunities to add new magic and touches for guests to enjoy." So,
I kind of figured it was going to be longer
rip.
than a few weeks.
Do you, Rain, do you hear that?
No,
You don't?
no,
You don't hear that in the distance?
no.
Oh, oh. Guess.
Wait, are you leading up to something or?
I mean, I hear it, Rain. Is it coming through? Are they going to bring back the Main Street Electrical Parade?
Hey, very possible.
I did not.
Never
I did
rule
not
that
have.
out.
I should have had that queued up, but
Dude, I thought you were talking about the feedback at one point. I was like,
no, no, no. But yeah, that the monkey's paw. Bring back a nighttime parade, and we think it's going to be paint the night, but Main Street Electrical Parade. it's gonna come back for the summer rain. They
Yeah.
don't have a nighttime show.
Yep.
They just have fireworks. Rip. Rip us, dude. Uh, there's a Yoda lightsaber hilt
Cool.
set.
Is it little? Is it like itty bitty?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, it is.
Nice.
Huh. Um, Mr. Toad and Alice come back June 16th. Lighting change, and I don't care. Peter Pan's flight, June 30th. And let's see. Pixar Place is going to be completed in the winter. It's like black and white totally, and you could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's it.
That
Cool.
last piece of news here, dude.
Oh.
I'm leaving to Mexico City on Wednesday.
Oh, you're
And
leaving Wednesday. Okay. So you're
I'm
not
leaving
like
I'm leaving tomorrow to San Diego and then flying out Wednesday morning to Mexico City.
okay. All
But
right.
I just got an article. Millions in Mexico City are warned to prepare for evacuations as Popocatépetl, the volcano, spews ash. So if you guys don't see me next week, I might be a victim of the next Pompeii.
Don't jeez. All right. Guess so. You're not canceling, are you?
No, I'm too deep on this trip.
All right. Well, this here's our Big Thunder topic of the week. Disneyland's tech and infrastructure. So, we were supposed to do this many moons ago when Disneyland had those power outages
Yep.
and the ticket outage and all that. You can imagine why. Then you got tonsillitis
Mm-hmm.
and didn't want to do it without you because you are Mr. Technotronics. Do you remember what Technotronics is from? I've brought it up on the show before.
The song, no?
No.
What's it from?
Okay. Text your sister and ask her if she remembers Technotronics. I'm just curious. And it will make sense why I'm asking. It's like one of the 5 things I know about your sister. So
Just did.
let me know. If not, I'll bring it up and you won't completely understand why. All right. Let's see. Let's start with the parking. We'll start with Park Assist's M4 smart sensor camera system. So I actually looked up the manufacturer of the parking sensors, and it's Park Assist, and this is the M4 system. So this from their brochure, which I also read, it features dual cameras with a dual core chip on the unit itself. So for processing, it sends data to a third party. It can do license plate recognition. Each camera or each unit can monitor 4 parking spots, so 2 on each side.
Mm.
And it does feature a find your car system. However, it does not look like that's utilized. So let's
Yeah.
roll back up and start again. So yeah, the parking sensors on floors 1 through 5 are camera based, and they've got the little red ring and the green ring, right, to signify whether there's a spot or not. But
Right.
I'm sure you've noticed there's the are they still no accessible spots, right? That's what they're called. They're blue.
Yes. Yeah.
Those
Yeah. I have
Tho
noticed that.
those are full RGB LEDs. They can change them to be whatever color you want.
Yeah.
So you can have purple for preferred, but they don't do that. So the camera, they're optical cameras. They're not infrared or whatever. The thing about optical cameras, it's kind of how Teslas work. They see what you see. That's it.
Yeah.
Visible, like visible light. So they don't actually know if something's there. They see what looks like a car with probably a license plate on the back, and it assumes there's a car there or not. But the way Disney has it set up is it thinks certain parking spots are not spots, or no, it thinks empty spaces are spots, but they're not
Yeah.
parking spaces, which I'm sure
Yeah.
they could just mark it, but they don't care. And then if a car is too far in, thinks it's not there and it's a free spot. So this leads to that dreaded one green light off into the distance. And
And
you know
you know you should take it. But sometimes you don't.
No, I never take it.
I take it.
1. If there's 1, no. I need 3 or more.
3 or more is the minimum for you?
Yeah,
Okay.
2? No. You write in, guys. Let us know what you do. I need 3 because 1 is a lie, unless the row has many greens.
Got it.
But if
Got it.
you're in a red row and it's got that one, it's not happening. It's not happening. So they could do license plate. Oh, sorry,
What's
go
the
ahead.
minimum you go down the number wise? Or what what's the minimum number wise when you're making a left?
Oh, I'll always go down the row
But
because
like you know how it says like 20 spots available, 10 spots available? When is it too low for you to be like, "No, I'm not going."
it's never too low because I always go to the end. So if
Mm,
I go to the end, even if I park at the last spot, I'm like on the end. So I'm
right.
fine, right?
Right, right.
So I'll take the if it's that low, I'll take the first spot I see.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
Yeah, it's not a big deal to walk, honestly. But yeah, this can also so they send the data to like a cloud type of thing, and it could process things. It could do license plate recognition, which means like if you're banned, they could
Yeah.
tell or
That's
whatever.
interesting.
Yeah. I don't think they use much of it, right? They just use this to kind of help us, and I think I'm sure they work as like security cameras a
Yeah.
little bit. So cuz they could be monitored. But there is a find my car system, which means Disney could have implemented this into that thing, the find your car thing,
Mhm.
and whichever one you're standing under, it would probably give you like a space number or an approximate like whatever, or even they can mark them like 5A, 6A, whatever. And I think that's like Bluetooth and whatever. But I asked you to check. I checked myself in different times. All it knows is which parking structure you're in,
Right.
and
And that
it does that with location,
that's what I was gonna say. It's all GPS based.
which
But
is
I
why
mean,
it's not great.
overall though, I love these things, dude. I think this was a great addition to the parking structure.
Yeah, dude, we used to have no idea.
We had no idea, and we would just turn down, and sometimes you had the best spot, sometimes there were no spots, and you got to go all the way back around. This
Yeah,
this gives us a lot of no and a lot of like less time wasted. So I appreciate this addition.
yeah. The Find My Car system would be pretty cool though.
It would, it
Yeah.
would.
The the top floor, Mini and Inside Out.
Inside out, yeah, pink. They're both pink.
Yeah. They have those underground ones. It doesn't look like Park Assist makes those,
Hmm.
which just tells me Disney doesn't use any features. They just wanted something to show what there's a spot. I believe those are like magnetic. They just sense if there's a giant
Okay,
hunk of metal over it, and it's just a count because they don't have the lights or anything.
right,
So
right,
it's
right.
just yeah, which the counting thing, I don't really use it. And it's it's probably more accurate up top because there's no
And
camera. It's just like there's something over the
oh,
sensor.
oh, you're right, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I wonder. But let's move on from the parking system to the this is the meat and potatoes right here.
Mhm.
Where we had the appetizer, there's no sides. No, no appetizer. It was a side salad, right, Rain?
Yeah, love my
Is
side salad.
yeah, side salad. Dude, my dad always, "Can I have a Caesar salad?" Every
You
time.
always go Caesar?
Always.
Always Caesar. Interesting.
Oh,
Okay.
like a nice place because they got the
The
nice cheese.
anchovy and the
We'll ask
dressing.
them for the anchovies too.
Oh
And they're
wow.
like, "Yeah, we could bring you a couple."
Hmm.
All right. Galaxy by Gateway Ticketing Systems. So,
Nice.
dude, this when I uncovered, I mean, I've always known about the Galaxy system. It's like Galaxy 7 right now. I've always known about this because it shows on the ticket booth, the turnstiles
At the
as you're
turnstile, yeah.
exiting.
Yeah.
You'll see the logo. It's a login screen because they're logged out at the end of the day. It felt like I was uncovering a conspiracy
Dude, it's
when I
like
found
you're
it.
Kevin Perger looking up the Disney Channel original music
Yeah, dude.
for the first time.
Just Google this. Find their website. Get
It's like,
Gateway Ticketing Systems.
hmm.
So this is like a quote unquote off the shelf system to manage theme park or just like a location uh admission system, we'll call it.
Okay. Got it.
So it does a lot of things. The first thing it does, which can answer a lot of questions for us, it generates its own barcodes.
Mm.
So those barcodes in the app are made by the system. Disney doesn't give you that. It's built in, right? It has the ability to with your like linked once you get your ticket or your admission thing, it like holds on to it. It's an account system. It's it's in their system that you buy that you can sell add-ons like lockers and strollers through the ticket.
Jeez. Okay.
So I wonder if the strollers I've never bought a stroller, but I wonder if like you can link it to the ticket. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it allows you to sell the tickets through the system, and I think this was the most important thing I found out. So you would think like, "Oh, they just need something to track, like, the the system that lets people in if it's valid or whatever." But, like, now that I uncovered it, I was like, "Yeah, obviously, that system would just sell the tickets."
Right.
So, if you're selling tickets through a third-party system, you can implement almost anything in a website, but it's hard to implement that thing into an app.
Is
We
the is this the reason?
we cannot purchase any ticket in the app. You can't buy a ticket, you can't buy a pass. You can link it, but you can't buy it. So what the app is doing when you link a ticket, it's just making a link. It's just grabbing your database entry from Gateway and then linking it to everything else in the app. So they, as part of their whole system, sell and create annual passes.
Hmm.
So that's part of their whole system. That queue thing may have been it the I don't think Gateway was like the URL, but I'm sure they're involved in that. And I'm
That's
or
that is crazy.
they wrapped it into the whole ticket buying system and whatever. And that's why like have you noticed when you buy the ticket, at some point it gets to a very outdated looking screen
Yes.
when
Yes,
you're about to
100%.
pay, especially event tickets. I I don't know what it's like for Walt Disney World, but dude, the Oogie Boogie, you're
Mhm.
like you're like in the ghetto of the internet when you start buying Oogie Boogie. It goes to like some weird screen that you've never seen before,
Yeah.
and it doesn't have it like has your account info, but it doesn't at the same time. Like it's really weird. So this whole thing is from another company.
So, I'm deep diving on their Instagram right now.
They have an
First
Instagram?
Yeah, first off, they were at IAPA and had a huge presence at IAPA, which tells
What's
me
that?
that a lot of amusement parks use this. Second,
It's like, dude,
uh,
they advertise zoos and
and
stadiums and whatever.
no
So
mention of Disney on their website.
I'm sure that they can't.
Yeah. Yeah, but on June 8th, 2022, okay, Gateway Ticketing posted, "We were recently asked by a customer about the best way to implement Apple Wallet, particularly as an option for their members to store a digital membership card. But they were struggling with the way to distribute the virtual cards and instruct guests on how to easily add it to their Apple Wallet in a way that wouldn't require a lot of support. Check out the link in our bio for our thoughts."
Just put the
So
button. If my insurance company can do it,
they
if
can do
R
it.
dude, if Red Cross can put my blood donor card and what do I have in my wallet?
Let's see. Let's see. I'll do the same.
I got too much in my wallet, but
I got my Tesla insurance, a Stubbs A list, Sam's Club card, Kaiser Permanente, COVID vaccinations, my Panera card, some tickets for Cirque du Soleil drawn to life that I never deleted, and my Starbucks card, and DVC, of course, and a few debit and
okay.
credit cards.
I've got a Walgreens vaccination card, a Healthvana vaccination card, my insurance card, from Blue Shield, American Red Cross, and my AAA card.
Mm,
That's
I
the
need
move because you don't have to.
I need to renew. I need to renew my
Yes, you
AAA.
do.
Yeah,
Everyone who drives a car needs AAA.
yeah,
Like, even just get the cheap one. If you run out of whatever, you could just upgrade it. They don't care.
yeah.
You can literally call AAA and buy a membership on the phone while you're stranded. Like, they don't care.
They don't care.
So, yeah, protect yourselves out there. All right. Yeah, just put the button. It's just a button. It's very easy. Like, I deleted one and added another one in, like, seconds. You know what? You know how you know it's easy? Trade shows can do it.
You're right.
And
You're right.
trade show infrastructure, trash.
Yeah, it's trash level stuff.
CDS or
Dude, but
express registration.
what I'm saying is that they're being asked. Like, it's on their mind for sure. Apple Wallet stuff. Whether
They sorry, go ahead.
whether Disney doesn't want them to do it or whether it's already there and just Disney hasn't unlocked it, I don't know. But
But you have your thing in Walt Disney World. My experience wallet thing. No?
uh yes, but it's a little
And it works on
I
Apple Watch.
I've never used it for admission or anything like that. I just use the app.
Huh. Didn't know.
But
Remember when you called me and we like added it to your wallet?
no, that was for my DVC card.
Oh, I think
Yes.
they do have it for thing though.
They do. They do. But I've never done it.
So yeah, this whole thing is managed by someone else. And
Yeah.
like this is why the app can only display things. So your reservations, because they're linked to the ticket, you make the reservation through Galaxy/Gateway. And that's why it's not in the app.
I
Because
wonder sorry, go for it.
they can't like it seems like they can't display the information live.
Yeah.
It has to call for it. So you can't just have it in the app. So what were you gonna say?
This kind of tells me that Disney World uses a different system, right?
Why their reservations work in the app?
No, but they have Magic Mobile, like you were saying.
But maybe they just implemented that. But I don't think it uses
Maybe,
a different system
maybe.
because you still buy everything on go.com, right? So it's
Y-
like,
Yeah. Let me. I'm gonna click buy tickets, theme park tickets. Yep,
yeah,
same thing.
it's for sure the same thing. I think they just use more features there. So here's the thing. No sales, no renewals, no reservations because it's just show it even your pass. The reason it loads is it's grabbing it from Gateway or Galaxy, and
Hmm.
Galaxy is checking if you've paid your monthly thing to them because your monthly payments go through them too. There's no Apple Pay in monthly payments. Apple Pay is in mobile orders, but it's not like as
Yeah.
part of you can't buy a ticket on it with Apple Pay because you're going through Galaxy. So I
S-
think this is like the reason for all this nonsense.
This 100% is the reason why the app is being held back. No
Yeah.
question about it.
And I think Disney is slowly bringing things back. I'm going to put this out of order. But I think you know what? No, I'm not. We're going to come back to Genie Plus. So, Galaxy also has retail and food and beverage software. So,
Hmm.
have you noticed have you ever looked at the screen while they're punching in your order and
I
it's like
have.
10,000 years old
I have.
and they have to scan your barcode?
Yeah.
It's Galaxy. Galaxy's checking
Really?
the barcode and everything.
Really?
Yeah. And this is why it all sucks so much.
It- It's these guys.
Yeah.
It's their. Oh my god. Okay.
So you get your discounts through there. I'm sure it like can interface with some sort of inventory system. But yeah, it's all part of the same system, which is even weirder because if you're on the same system, why aren't your pictures in retail? Now, they don't ask for ID anymore, but they used to. And that was
Yeah.
annoying. So you'd have to get out, and this is Apple Pay wasn't a thing. You have to get your ID, your plastic pass, or if you had it on the phone, but the pass was easier at that point, and the payment. And you'd be shuffling them all through your wallet, and then they're giving you a receipt, and it was ridiculous. So yeah, this is all in one thing. But have you noticed mobile ordering has an iPad? Like when you pick up the mobile order, it's just an iPad in that case.
And that's where they put the number.
Yeah, I think it's completely separate from Galaxy or the point of sale system
Hmm.
because you are paying through Disney through the app when you're doing mobile orders.
I
So it,
wonder if every ticket sale, Galaxy takes a cut.
I don't think so. I
You
think
don't think
Disney
so?
pays them just for usage or however many customers they have or whatever. But
Mhm.
it's for sure a flat fee. Disney's not giving a cut to anyone. They
Yeah.
don't pay taxes on tickets.
Yeah.
But I think mobile ordering was maybe their first time building their own system because everything that's completely through the app and you can't go to a cashier. You go to the mobile order window and they just pull it up and you
Yeah.
paid Disney for that. Now, I know Galaxy you're paying Disney anyway, but it's like it's going through the mobile order payment system. You buy with Apple Pay. And you can buy with your stored payment, but you just buy with Apple Pay. Mobile checkout is also on iPads, and you can pay through the app with that. So Disney could be using Galaxy, right? They could be
Yeah.
supplying that too, but they could be building their own system very, very slowly. And
Taking aspects of Galaxy and integrating it specifically for Disney.
yeah,
Interesting.
in their own systems,
Yeah.
because like if you can't build everything all at once, right?
Mhm.
Like Vanguard, the investment company, they had an app and then they were building a new app from the ground up, but they called it Beacon and they're like, only download this if you want. It doesn't do anything. Like you couldn't buy anything for a while, right? You could
Yeah.
only look up your stocks and then you could buy. And then they added the research and then everything got rolled into there. But that's when they like switched the app over. So what I'm saying is Disney can't build like a full ticketing system all at once, right? So they're like, okay, people who already people who don't know how to use phones are not going to mobile order, right? So you can use
Right.
that as a testing ground. The pe- and the mobile checkout, that's definitely like people aren't going to use that if they don't know how, right?
Right. I never used it. I don't know if you do.
Yeah, I have used it. So it gives you
Okay.
like a QR code, but they never check it. You go to an iPad and the order's right there, like instant.
Mhm.
And that's the other thing. When you build things from the ground up these days, whether it's better or not, it's usually quicker. It's cleaner. It doesn't
Yeah.
have all this code from 1987, you
Right.
know? So I think they're just like, if mobile order has an issue, it's not going to be as annoying for someone who's already tech savvy. They're just going to be like, okay, it's a new thing. But what I'm saying is using that as like a point of sale system, maybe right now it's all mobile checkout, right? And then they're going to move that into like, okay, they'll add the take a credit card from a person feature, the
Right.
scan
Right. Right.
feature to the cash register. Now imagine they go to like an Apple type system, not like roaming cashier. I kind of hate the Apple store. You
I
need to
haven't been
like,
in years.
dude, you need to look confused so one of them approaches you. That's what you do. You kind of like leave your mouth open and look around and like, oh, have you been helped? And then they show up and then they help you.
That makes sense.
So, yeah, I mean, I like cash they can go pull from a drawer, but like imagine they could just scan into the iPad or the whatever. They don't have to buy crazy cash registers. Like it'll all be there. It'll pull your discount right away. Magic Band, like that's the other thing. I think that's why you can't pay for Magic Bands with Magic Bands.
Why?
So, Magic Band, I think, is presenting in a figurative sense a barcode to
Mhm.
the NFC reader. So it's basically just saying, yes, this person has a pass. Using Magic Band is like showing them your phone. So,
Because when you go through like Lightning Lane, you can show your phone and it's the barcode,
mhm.
right? That's so, and then if you scan your Magic Band, it needs to be doing the same thing. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So all it's doing is proving that you have a pass. So
Mhm.
right now with Magic Band, you could pay to your hotel room. I don't know if that's come here yet, but Walt Disney World,
Yeah,
they still only have charge of the hotel room. When you, for those of you who don't know, when you charge something to the hotel room, there is no payment made.
yeah.
They're just marking in your account that you bought something.
Until you check out.
Yeah, until you check out. So, all it's doing when you scan the Magic Band is saying, "Okay, this barcode spent this much money. Please add that to their bill."
Yeah,
That's all it's doing. It's not processing a payment because it would have to go through Galaxy, so to speak. So, I think this is why we're still waiting. Now, we brought up Genie Plus. Genie Plus is the weird thing here because you can buy Genie Plus through Disney's payment system. I buy Genie Plus with Apple Pay,
You're right. Okay.
but I wonder if, like, they offer the add-ons. MaxPass was bought through the regular ticketing system, but
Was it?
But yeah, so you would go add it to the pass in the checkout screen, but Genie
Got it.
Plus is not. So I wonder if there's just some sort of linking there. Now, does Genie Plus work with the ticket barcode?
I think so. I mean, they have to associate it to something for non-key holders, right?
No, 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 no. Like, oh yeah, I guess because you have to be in the park, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. I wonder if it's just making like there's this thing called an API call where you can just check check things from a database. I wonder if
Yeah.
it's just checking like, okay, you're here, right? You've purchased
Probably.
admission, and then Disney's buying it, and I don't know who's producing those barcodes, right? But that is more integrated into the app. You can make all those reservations through the app too.
I would imagine it's still Galaxy, no, because it's coming off of like a printer that is connected to the computer
What do you
that's
mean?
at the turnstile.
No, no,
Are
no.
you
Genie Plus, Genie Plus.
Oh, Genie Plus, Genie Plus, okay.
That's
Yeah.
fully in the app. Everything. You do not leave the app for Genie Plus.
But for Genie Plus, you scan your ticket, no?
It
Like,
gives you no, you redeem it. You could probably scan your ticket because MaxPass you could,
I mean,
but
but how do you get into the Lightning Lane?
you never done it?
Not with the regular ticket.
No, so with G no, 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 okay. Have you ever bought Genie Plus?
Yes.
Okay, what did you scan when you got to the thing?
Oh.
Did you
The
scan
the specific
the redeem?
barcode.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's because in World, when they had FastPass Plus, it was just the same barcode for everything.
Let's see. Let me look this up. Um, I'm on their Lightning Lane thing. How it works, okay. This blah blah blah. Disneyland Park frequently asked, how long do I have to wait? Learn more. Disney Genie. Because yeah, Disney was so proud of Disney Genie.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Learn how to use. Get started. Oh, videos. I don't want
There's a
videos.
how-to video.
Dude,
That's
there's 3
hilarious.
videos. Okay. I don't know. I assume you can use the pass, but that's like, a whole thing. But yeah, that might be another one of those like Disney's just pulling it in house and slowly, slowly, slowly they're
Yeah.
gonna they're gonna fix it. So yeah, I think it's just really weird how they've separated these things, but a lot of the limitations make sense. They just bought a solution from someone because they didn't want to do it. Because
Right.
why wouldn't you, right? But I wonder as they change things over at the turnstiles and whatever, if they'll start to move it to their own thing, right? Because they just use
I
the
hope
phones.
so. They'll have more control. They'll
Well, yeah,
have
dude, they don't even use the scanner at the turnstile.
yeah, they just use their little easy pay things. I don't know what they're called anymore, but yeah, the scanner, that thing's gone.
Yeah, because they used to put a a pass underneath the screen and it would scan it,
Mhm.
and that was a different time, wasn't it?
Wasn't it? Yep.
Okay, we've jumped around a few times, so let's see what we have not covered. Okay, now is that all for the infrastructure? We'll come back to PhotoPass. Don't worry, everyone.
Yeah, I think overall, like, at the customer experience level, I think that's it. On things that we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis technology-wise, minus, like, ride breakdowns and all that kinda
Yeah,
stuff.
I think we'll do a different thing on like how
Yeah,
rides work.
yeah,
So because I was like, oh, the camera's on Space Mountain and the auto launch wing. No, then we'll never stop. So
yeah.
now I wonder if this is why mobile orders take a while. They have to have 2 screens back there. There's probably
Yeah,
a list of retail orders and a list of mobile orders for the
right.
chefs.
I don't think that's the reason, though, because there's some places that get it out instantly, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
And then there's some places like award wieners who take 30 minutes to get an order out, you know? So, I don't think that's it, but I do think it added a lot of, like, just a different way to do things, I'm sure, in the kitchens.
Yeah, like Taco Bell used to have. They were one of the first mobile order restaurants. They had a lot of trouble at first because they would be like, "Oh, what?" I'm like, "I have a mobile order," and then like half the employees wouldn't know. One would be like, "It's on the other screen. You got to click it." And now they're
Mm,
just now like I have a mobile order for Kirk, and the thing just pops up on the screen, and they're like, "This?" I'm like, "Yep." They're all right. It'll be right out. So
yeah.
they really pushed it. Ah, yeah. So I urge you guys to look up Galaxy by Gateway Ticketing Systems. It's
It's so interesting.
yeah, and I wish I could know more. I should have said I'm opening. I should have said we bought a zoo, and
Dude,
and
if
like
you go
I want to know.
oh, no, these are certified distributors. I was trying to see if they mentioned Disney anywhere on this website.
There's no way,
Yeah.
but
There's
Disney's using
Mickey
it.
Net LLC. What is Mickey Net? Oh,
Hmm,
it's a Japanese company that works with Disney for their ticketing software. Ah, okay.
it's a conspiracy.
Dude, that's the most
Kevin,
Japanese
let us know.
website. That's the most Japanese website I've ever seen in my life.
I don't think that's true, but we won't get
Ah,
into that right now.
you look at that later, dude.
Okay, so this is completely separate from infrastructure, but this is tech. I do not like menu boards that are TVs
Why?
because things are always flying around, and I'm like, can we
Yeah, that
just?
is true. That
It's
is
not
true.
as bad as McDonald's, dude. Have you walked into a McDonald's in the past 3 4 years?
Yeah, I have.
Sometimes the menu disappears and they
Yeah,
just show you an ad, and I'm
yeah.
like, I need to order the food and give you money. But, like, I get it because sometimes they're like, "Oh, here's the chicken sandwich. Here's the Darth by chocolate." And I think at Disney, the menu is always there, but,
Mhm.
like, they tried to integrate it too much in, like, Red Rose Tavern, and it's, like, hard to see, and I swear not everything's on there. It's very I don't like it.
It's weird because I feel like a lot of the times you can put so much more on there because you can do literally whatever you want, but they choose to focus on certain things only.
Yeah. Give
I
me
don't know why.
give me a picture of the item.
To check out Burger King's drive-through right now. Like I'm sure you can find it online somewhere. I was trying to find it, but I can't. They have like a whole Spider Verse. Like the whole menu got taken over by Spider Verse. So, and this is gonna be your biggest pet peeve. The whole menu glitches constantly because of Spider Verse. You know.
Someone's gonna have a seizure in their car, and then they're gonna stop.
Yep. Yep. But they
It's
have
red.
that red Whopper.
Looks good.
It's made out of like beets or something like
Oh, there's a
beet juice.
TikTok. No thanks. Oh yeah, beet juice is fine. They turn things red with that all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that's it for menu boards. That's all I wanted to say about that. But Disneyland has a separate power grid.
it's so interesting.
So this I think is a blessing and a curse
Yeah.
because people will be in Anaheim and they'll be like, the power's out. You're at Disneyland. Is everything okay? Disneyland is fine. They they have power. Whether it's generators, separate grid, whatever, they're okay. But then if their power grid goes down and Anaheim's fine, Disney just looks silly,
Yeah.
right? It's like,
Which is what happened to me a couple weeks ago.
yeah, they just like have their own issues that they got to deal with, and no one like it's just like this is a Disneyland issue.
Yeah.
And yeah, the other few weeks ago, it's a month ago at this point, the power was going down, the ticketing system was down, and when the ticketing system was down, they couldn't let people into parking because they couldn't scan the barcodes, they couldn't scan them into the parks, they couldn't check if they have reservations, and dude, and you know, part of the ticketing system too is like when you get a reservation, you get that QR code, and
Yeah.
it's spitting that out for you too. I remember when they said they were going to scan that too.
From the email.
They were
Ha.
probably like, "Hell no,
Yeah. Ha.
no, no, thank you." So
But yeah,
yeah,
when I was there and literally walked up and just saw we were in line to get, inside and we just see it go "Woo," and all the lights just go off, dude. It was the weirdest experience. And we see leads like run over to that section of the turnstiles because the rest were fine. It was just that one specific section. They said everyone please get out of line and go into a different line. And everyone's like, another 2 minutes of my life I gotta spend standing in line. But we asked what's going on, and they said there are too many air conditioners running at Disneyland right now, and Disney did not take that into account for today.
Like, they have to purchase the power ahead of time?
Or they were just like not turning all their power on. I don't know. Like I don't know how that stuff works at that level
Was
of
it like one of
infrastructure.
those unusually hot days we had?
It was like 95
Oh,
that day. And since all those ACs were just cranked, they were losing power everywhere in the park, dude.
that's
And
really interesting.
especially they lost power in all the ride like communication. Like so wait time communication wasn't being updated on the app. So we would get to Pirates and it would say like 35 minutes. And in reality, there was literally nobody in line. Or we got to like Big Thunder and it said it was a 20-minute wait when it was wrapping around past Zocalo.
Wow.
So none of the wait times were correct at all, and they didn't change all night.
Oh, they just
They just stayed. They just stayed that,
were they
you know,
correct at the ride?
no,
Because
no,
the
they
cast
weren't.
members change those manually.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, wait, no, what I'm saying, was the ride wait time the same as the app wait time?
Yes, yes, it was.
So it all got stuck.
It all got stuck. Yeah.
Oh, so, like, the whole system was down. That's crazy.
That's what I'm thinking because I don't think that any of the I could be wrong, but none of the times like at the rides are like actual paper anymore, right? They're all
Uh,
little tickers.
well, Fantasyland, they still turn a little wheel. Even
Oh, they
Jungle
do.
Cruise.
Okay. I didn't check those. So maybe those were correct. I don't
They
I
still
don't
have
know.
to report it, though, because it is decided by cast members, but
It
yeah, no.
but it's also decided by the red pass, no?
I think they still might be punching it in manually, but it tells them
Oh,
something. Oh,
oh,
no, it probably goes to the cast member in, like, the dispatch area
yeah.
because they have, like, the computers and whatever.
Mhm.
Huh. I don't know. I
It
don't
wa
know.
it was just a really weird day. Everything seemed super crowded and certain sections of the park were completely dead.
Wow.
Yeah. When there's no power, Disneyland becomes chaos.
I mean, dude, that's everything now.
Yeah.
It's
Dude, you lose internet and the world becomes chaos.
the world becomes quiet.
Yeah, it it does.
Yeah. After we all know we're not after you know you're not getting it back, then you chill out. But when you're trying to fix it, oh god.
It's the worst at work, huh?
Dude,
Do you ever have
resetting the mesh system is just like
Yeah. Yeah.
run around and unplug 5. What are you doing? It's like fixing the thing you're complaining about. Just
Yep.
go back. All right. Another really interesting thing that Disney pioneered a long time ago is the parade music systems. So
Mm,
they were the first place to do a parade where, as far as I understand it, the vehicles have the music playing on them, and they, through radio, play the music through the speakers they are closest to.
mm.
So that's how the music follows the parade.
It's those little things in the parks that you don't realize how much engineering actually goes into them. Just like the movement of sound, even on Small World. I mean, think of going. Didn't they say when they were first building it that it sounded like a mess when they first installed everything, and the sound was like different because they were playing different songs in all the countries, and it just sounded horrible. So they had to mesh everything together for it to sound correctly. I don't know.
Well, yeah, and also, like, if you're playing the same song and there's even, like, you know, 50 feet of difference, you have to put a delay in the speaker.
Yeah,
So because you'll hear one and then the other will go off. Like the concerts that have those speaker stacks all the way back, there's a delay in each one because sound travels. Because if you're in the back, you're gonna get a little bit from the speakers in the front. It's quieter, but you're gonna hear that. So it needs to match up with what you're getting. And
that's
it's that's
crazy.
that's what sound engineering is. But yeah,
Yeah.
the music is, once again, as far as I know, triggered by the floats because the floats pause And the pauses are built into the parade. Sometimes pauses take longer, whatever. So when they get to where they're going, the music changes. And I assume, the people that come by with they've got the iPads with them and whatever, they're kind of just keeping track. They could probably fix things if there's an issue. But I do think that is one of the cooler pieces of tech. But another cool thing is when they have those wireless sound engineers, like for live performances, there's always someone with an iPad and they control the levels without
Oh,
needing like a control panel.
really?
You haven't seen them?
I've never seen them.
So you'll see them in Pacific Wharf. You'll
Mhm.
see them during like a festival. You will
Right.
see them at Paradise Garden Grill. And when like where Mostly Kosher plays and all that,
Okay. Sonoma
they
Terrace around there.
yeah, they people fall in parades, but they're not doing the same thing. But even like on Sweethearts Night, there
Mhm.
was someone in Hungry Bear, there was someone on the dude, someone had to move Kimmy in front of me so he could stand in front of the band with the iPad and control their levels
Oh,
on the
wow.
speakers. Now, there was no sound system there. They put the sound system there, right? It's probably an app with some smart speaker, right? But
Yeah.
not like smart speaker you buy off the shelf. Some professional equipment. But yeah, there's always someone there. They got headphones on, a little iPad, and it's got like sliders on it. And
Wow.
they're adjusting levels live because they got to stand where you are and make sure everything sounds good.
Man, iPads.
I know.
That's like
I've
the overarching theme of this episode.
honestly, dude, I think iPads have changed business more than they've changed the home.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
I know there's the iPad kids and like, people like parents that you don't even buy a computer for anymore. You give them an iPad. But dude, business you put an iPad anywhere, put a little hand strap on the back. Like I have a Galaxy Tab at work for like scanning inventory
Mhm.
because it was $200. Like
Yeah.
no, wait, wasn't it 150? That Costco one?
It's something I remember your dad calling you and be like, "Do I buy this?"
Yeah, it's like, okay, $100 and it runs Airtable. That's all I need, right? Like,
Yeah.
and if they drop it, I don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, you, iPads are for mobile orders, mobile checkout, the sound systems, possibly parades. Anyone else that use iPads
I
at
mean,
Disneyland that you've seen?
you know what? What are they called? They used to do it. They don't do it anymore because they just email you. The survey people.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't gotten a survey in a long time.
Yeah, and Disney doesn't do surveys when you walk in anymore, huh?
No, because is it built into Galaxy? Is that why it's such a garbage
Mm.
website? Because they
Yes.
scan yeah, because they don't ask for your email. They say, "Our records indicate you were at the park at this time."
It is built into Galaxy because it says on their website that they have like a CRM built in,
Mm.
integrated CRM,
It's
a
customer
300
relationship management.
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. 360-degree view of each guest and personalize every visit using our CRM.
Yeah.
Made to measure excitement is how they curate every single visit for each person individually. Yeah. Jesus, dude.
Dude, I once emailed Disney from the same email I have my pass on,
Mhm.
and I told them there was rebar kinda sticking out in the parking structure, and I said, "Oh, it was on" I'm just making up a date. I was like, "Oh, it was on May 26th." And the guy emails me back, "Oh, it says you were here May 25th. Was it that day?" And I was like, "Yeah, it was."
Always
I didn't give him my
watching.
pass number. He just looked up my email address and just knew when I was there. So
I would love to see our CRM profile, like our
oh,
individual ones. You know what I mean? Ooh, what I would give to see that.
dude, they know what we're mobile ordering.
Yeah.
They know I wonder if that like, does it reverse back in because mobile orders not possibly not Galaxy?
Mm, mm. Dude, they probably have like a dollar sign on us. Not a dollar sign, but like this person is like a certain level of customer to the park.
Dude, they know how many times you use that discount.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, and that's how they used to count how many times you entered a park. Remember that? That's
Mhm.
not on there anymore, is it?
No.
The
No.
visits?
I
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. That was fun. Even though it like double counted every time you scanned into any park, it just added.
Which is why when people are like, "Oh, I just let somebody else use my parking," I'm like, "They're gonna know, dude." You know what I mean? Like after a certain amount of time, I feel like that's gonna start adding up, and they're gonna question it, which they have to me in the past,
Ye
years ago.
well, okay, it's complicated because it says you do not need a park reservation to use the parking.
Mm,
Because I know I know it's like it's you're still visiting the resort, right? You're not overnight parking. I think maybe it used to be more of a thing, but
yeah,
now they don't have that much parking and they don't have parking issues, and it might be
yeah,
part of, like, so they don't get sued. Like, I bought parking for every day, right? And whether I'm allowed to go or not. So I don't know. But sorry, what were you saying before the parking? Oh, right, just them keeping track of everything. Yeah, and not famously, because I just heard this randomly. Do you know why Magic Bands took so long here? Or part of the
Why?
reason?
Why?
California has a law that you cannot track a person's physical location as they move around. So the Magic Bands just passively track where you are,
Yeah.
and you can't do that in California.
So I wonder how that technology works, like
Like,
turning it off and on, because like the Magic Pad I used in Florida and here.
so I think they had to make it where nothing can read that.
Mm,
So all this, I'm sure it's the same scanners, but they had to redo the system and make it worthwhile maybe, and, but they're not allowed to do that like they do in Florida, so
yeah, and because they do it in Florida, we get our photo pass pictures sent automatically to our phones and stuff. So
yeah,
we
so
don't get here.
yeah, let's talk about PhotoPass. So,
So,
photographers always scan your pass or your app, right? There's
right.
they used to scan the pass, but they didn't scan the barcode, they scanned the PhotoPass barcode.
Yeah,
It
there's a
was
difference.
Yeah, and the app, I've tried to show them my ticket, and they go, "No, no, no. Please bring up the PhotoPass code."
They told me the same thing.
Yeah. Or they scan a card and they give it to you,
Yeah.
which I haven't seen them do that in a while. But I think, uh, I don't know if this is built into the Galaxy thing, but it just associates the photos, with an ID number, and then the app goes, "Okay, you can see these pictures," right? Because you can scan anyone's pictures into the app,
Yeah.
you know? So the photos, though, are uploaded later by the, the PhotoPass photographers. I don't think they get uploaded live because they don't get immediately linked.
My when I did the Maribel meetup, it
Mhm.
was immediate. I was surprised, but it
Hmm.
was a instant thing. It's probably just uploading as they take them. No,
On Wi-Fi? Huh.
on Wi-Fi. Yeah, the ones that take a little while are the ride photos sometimes.
Which makes no sense.
None. I don't get it.
They're jacked in to the
Yeah.
matrix. Like,
Yeah.
they take forever, and they work the opposite way, where
Yeah.
the photos are already there, and then you add the photo to your account, and others can add the photo. Like, uh, like, someone could send you a code, and you
Yeah.
just download it and send it to them, and it's,
Yeah.
like, in your account for 120 days or a year or whatever.
Yeah. Which I've
So,
done.
yeah, I don't get why the ride photos take so long.
Yeah.
Like, once they're displayed, because I know, like, it takes for a second to make sure, like, they filter out the middle fingers, but they they do. If you
Yeah.
do something on a ride they don't like, they don't show the photo.
They black it out, right? Like they just black your whole photo out.
Yeah, it just doesn't pop up, I
Yeah.
think. So, yeah, it's very strange how PhotoPass is kind of its but, like, a lot of these things are just it's like this patchwork of tech,
Yeah. I
and go ahead.
I think it's a lot of we're gonna buy a lot of off the shelf solutions to
Mhm.
our problems, and when you buy a lot of off the shelf stuff that doesn't necessarily talk to each other, you have to figure out how those things talk to each other, and it's usually not in a very pretty way, which I've learned the hard way at work. So to get them to properly work with each other and to be somewhat presentable, it takes a long time. A lot of trial and error and just time. Unless, like you said, you build it from the ground up yourself.
Yeah, and, there's certain companies that they will make integrations themselves. It's like a
Mhm.
little handshake, and they'll share the data, but if they don't, you need to view the data and then associate it with other stuff somewhere else,
Yeah.
right? Almost like I mean, at work, like we have serial numbers in QuickBooks and we have serial numbers in Airtable. We just need to manually look at them and match them ourselves. Like they don't talk to each other, right?
Right.
So I
Which you could
assume,
probably get them to talk to each other if you make certain concessions, like moving to QuickBooks Online.
did you do it?
We're I just saw an email about it today. We're starting this week.
All right, you let me know how that goes.
I will.
'Cause,
I will.
we're we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Not in this episode, don't worry, guys. But yeah, if you're wondering why there's so much weirdness with Disneyland's tech, Disneyland's app, it's because the app has everything in it or a way to get to everything, but it doesn't have everything in it. It's not all
Right.
in one system. And it kind of needs to be. Disneyland needs its own everything app type of deal, right?
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of things are links. And that's why certain, like, if things go down, if their ticket system goes down, like, they probably have to call that company and do it.
That's
Or,
crazy.
like, their IT guy could look at, I know it's more than one, but, like, they can get their IT to look at it, but then, like, "Oh, we can't figure it out. Gotta call support." And I'm sure they got, like, 24/7 support, but
Yeah.
it's like now you're on the phone with someone who's not there and all this stuff and this antiquated system, and yeah. I I assume they want to move away from it
Right.
because there's all these weird things that they're testing and adding and whatever, and wasn't there they removed room charges from something, right?
That sounds familiar.
You couldn't
Like,
charge food to your room anymore, or you
yeah,
have to show, oh, you can't use the room key. You have to use your
that's right. That's right.
ticket. Something. I don't know. It was something weird. But a lot of times when things change over, you usually lose a feature or two and then get it back later,
Right.
which is annoying, but it happens, right? Like every time you get a new PlayStation, stuff goes away. Like we don't have folders.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think that's not all of their tech. That's not all of their infrastructure, but this is kind of the stuff you see. The Wi-Fi system is absolute garbage. Um, and it has one of those stupid portals, and it's slow.
I hate that stuff, man.
Yeah, but I can't really get into that. Shows have time codes and cool stuff like that. But that's all stuff we can always come back to. But
Yeah.
this is the stuff that really. What did I write in the description? Something like it makes. I don't think I said it makes Disneyland tick. But yeah, this is all the stuff that we got to deal with, and hopefully it gets better. Move away from Galaxy so I can make reservations in the app. But I'm gonna
Please,
dude, I'm gonna say it's not coming anytime soon. Reservations in the app.
until they move away completely, like you said.
Yeah. Or dude, I don't know why they don't build a website that fits on phone screens and serve that to the app, even if it's an in-app browser.
It's like like a rapper, no?
Yeah. Because even like American Express, I mean, a bunch of places do this. To redeem membership reward points, you need to go to the membership rewards website and log in. But if you click redeem on the app, it opens up a link and inside the URL, it says like proxy. So what it's doing is it's telling that link, hey, this person is logged in. It's okay.
Yeah.
And then you could do your stuff. They could do that, but they don't. They don't even let you stay logged in for longer than 20 minutes. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe one day they could do that. It won't be elegant, but I'd take that over what we got right now. It's terrible, but I do love paying with Apple Pay in the app.
Oh,
Dude,
just paying with Apple Pay in general, dude.
per click.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah, and I get my 2% cash back.
Ooh.
Way more on food without the Apple Card. All righty. Any last words, Rain?
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what Disney's cooking. I'm hoping they're cooking on this kind of everything app, like we're saying. And once that actually gets implemented, I feel like a lot of these issues are going to be a thing of the past, and we'll never look back again.
Yeah, I hope the Magic Key portal is an actual portal one day.
Yeah. Well,
But Rain, what? Max Why is it stream HBO?
Well, Max is starting, no?
Yeah, they're like turn on automatic downloads. No. I mean, let's see what's most important to Disney.
Oh, wait,
Oh, I'm
really quick.
signed out. I'm signed out.
Max launches tonight.
Yeah.
Probably in the next 30 minutes, actually.
Huh. Get to know. All this is useful. You know what? One last word on this kind of stuff. The set up and get started, tip board, how to, whatever, magic band. All these need a dismiss button. Don't show again.
Yeah.
I use this app every day. I don't need this anymore.
Yeah.
All right, Rain. It's time for. Wait, do I hit the button? Do I hit the button, Rain?
Really fast.
Really fast. Okay. Dude, it would be cool if you could hold it and it would go faster. It's like. Dun-dun-dun-dun. All right.
I've been playing a lot of Zelda.
Just crying in the kingdom.
Just crying. Dude, it's like Toast asked me today, "Oh, how many dungeons are you in?" And I'm like, "1." And he's like, "Are you serious?" And I'm like, "Dude, you don't understand. There is so much to do in this game. It's ridiculous." And I have Gabriel on the other side boycotting this game because he says it looks like a PS2 game, and he's never going to play it because of that. I'm like, get out of here.
Okay, dude, tell him to raise the Jolly Roger and play it
That's
on
what I told him.
PC.
I said play it on PC, 4K, 60 FPS, dude. He's got a Mac. That could run.
No.
Dude, my Mac could run that game 4K for 60 FPS.
How do the emulators work?
What do you mean?
It's glitchy. It's not that it doesn't just run.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Although there should be a Mac emulator. It's
Dude.
ARM. I don't know.
Dude,
Tech infrastructure.
if my Steam Deck could run that game, my Mac could run the game. But I know
Anyways,
what you mean. I know what you mean.
you're crying in the kingdom.
Crying in the
Anything to say?
Kingdom.
I've heard how all this stuff works, and I don't think it's my type of game.
It might not be. It might not
It
be.
was
And
like
I totally get it.
it was like, throw the water jelly on the lava, and then a stone, and then put a spring on the stone, and then another stone on top of that, and then propel yourself up. I'm like, no, no,
Well, the beauty of it is figuring that stuff out on your own.
I don't want to figure that stuff out.
Or you build a giant bridge and it solves all your problems. The other
I'd
thing
rather
is
look
too,
for the key.
the other thing is too, I've been listening to a lot of impressions for Final Fantasy 16, and I cannot wait to play that game. I literally cannot wait to play that game.
I gotta beat Burning Shores this week.
Yeah.
And then Final Fantasy's next for sure.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I can't. Man, everything I've been hearing is so good, so I'm excited.
Yeah. Just watching Succession. It's done next week.
Crazy. I've been watching a lot of New Girl.
Why?
I've never seen it.
That's good. It's good up until a certain point. At some point, it's no longer good, but
Okay.
it's pretty funny. Schmidt's the best, right?
Dude, Schmidt's awesome. Yeah, that guy is that guy is awesome.
All right. It is now time for We Have It So Good. Where we in the Tram Fam talk about our trips to Disneyland and what's bringing us joy lately. Right in with your trip recaps. Trammin.com/ask. So Eduardo writes in. He says, not sure if this is We Have It So Good, but I was on Grizzly River Run and this couple and I rode the ride once. And then towards the end of the ride, wanted to go again and we were allowed. I had more members added onto our raft. Eduardo. It's okay. These little girls, about 7 years old, joined our ride, and during the safety spiel, the character says, don't feed the bears, or watch out for the bears, or something like that. So the couple and I look at each other and knew exactly what to do. I started hyperventilating and telling the couple those bears were very scary. And the two women and I kept the joke going for the rest of the ride. These little girls kept looking at each other and started getting nervous. Then on another section of the ride, our journey came to a 3-minute or so stop. So I said, it must be those damn bears. And the couple agreed with me. Then the ride started up again and the girls were terrified. Not crying though, just very aware that of their surroundings for the rest of the ride. When the ride was over, the three girls quickly left the ride and were never seen again. Maybe a bear ate them. The couple and I went out laughing and said our goodbyes. It was so good, making first timers feel scared.
Nice.
Yeah, I would rather, tell them it's not scary and then watch them get scared.
with the sudden boo.
Like the no, like there's a kid in the single rider elevator for Indy, RIP to the single rider elevator.
Yeah.
Now it's just Das. Uh, his, like, dad and sister were with him, and he had never done it alone before, I guess, and he's like, "Oh, is it gonna be scary?" I'm like, "No, no, it's so fun." And they're, like, looking at me like, "Oh, yeah, good job." They're, like, giving me a thumbs up. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, I'll be I think I'll be okay, like, by the end of it, as long as I don't sit on the end." And I'm just, like, thinking, like, "You're single rider, buddy, you're only sitting on the end." I don't know what happened to that kid, maybe the snake ate him, Eduardo,
Maybe.
but, yeah, that's always fun. It's always fun. Alright, Rain, have you been to Disneyland?
I have not, dude. It's been a minute, like 3 weeks or so.
Alright. So, I did go. I went Friday. So, I went Monday for my birthday, and then I went Friday. So, the plan was we were going to meet Andrea and Molly. So, because every time it's like, "Oh, I'll see you when I see you, Andrea," and then it doesn't happen, right? It's
Yeah.
like, "Okay, let us know when you're coming, we'll hang out," like, on purpose, instead of we'll run into each other. So they were already there, and they were on Guardians, and we were hungry, and they were like, "We're not hungry, so go ahead, eat." And I wanted Docking Bay, but I didn't wanna walk all the way to Disneyland and then back, right? So I was like, "What could we eat?" And then I remembered Earl of Sandwich.
Beautiful.
Their online ordering system is back.
Nice,
So
nice.
you can order online. It'll say 20 minutes, you just go and ask for it. It's there, right?
Perfect for this episode, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. So as soon as I got on the tram, I hit order because
Nice.
you never know. A
Yeah.
tram passed us by and we were waiting. We could have been there 20 minutes, cold food, whatever, right? So we ordered the 1-2 punch, Kimmy's Chipotle chicken avocado, and the holiday turkey sandwich for me.
Nice. No mail?
Extra man, no, just
Ugh,
regular.
ugh.
Just regular. So got off the tram, went to Earl of Sandwich. You just kind of walk. They don't like call it out. You just go and say, I have a mobile order for Kirk, and they'll just save whether it's ready or not.
Like you don't need to wait in line, right?
No, you go through the side door.
Oh, okay.
And where they call the orders out, you just say, I have a mobile order for Kirk, and they'll don't say for Kirk, say your own name. But
Yeah.
they give you a bag with your sandwiches in it, and you're done. They don't put napkins in there, just grab them. So it was good. Good sandwich. I
The
needed more
huge.
cranberry. Needed more cranberry.
Mm,
Yeah. But it was good. A little wet. But that
nice.
sandwich, dude, I wonder, would that be good with, like, a shredded turkey?
That's how the capricole or capricatas is.
Capriotti's. Dude, yeah,
Capriatas, there
that
you go.
that one's good. Did you know
Yeah.
that used to come cold and you'd have to ask them to warm it up? And
What?
now there's the hot option.
Yeah.
You used to have to
What?
ask, like, "You want it toasted?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want it toasted."
Yeah.
Or would yeah, microwave it at work. Ooh, that place is good.
That's
Okay.
good. Good stuff.
So we met Andrea and Molly at Pim's. I thought we were all gonna get drinks, but they didn't want drinks. So they got the Quantum Pretzel, the big boy,
Mm.
and I got the Honey Fusion 2.0, which is the one with whiskey and some sort of beer, I think, and lemonade.
Oh,
Very
that's
sweet.
good.
Put some water in it,
Yeah.
made it
It
better.
is it is very sweet.
Yeah, they all are. Kimmy got the thing with the Pop Rocks in it. That was pretty good too. Very
Nice.
sweet. But dude, that pretzel really good.
Nice.
The giant pretzel, and it comes with, like, a honey mustard cheese sauce. Have you gotten it?
No, I gotta try it.
It's time, right?
Dude, I
Yeah,
haven't been to Pim's in so long. I
yeah.
gotta go back.
This is the plain pretzel. I don't know what the buffalo one's like, but dude, really good. Okay, so before we go further, so Molly and her husband Isaac have a YouTube channel called West Coasters.
Oh,
So
okay.
they do they do Disney stuff, but it's not just Disney. They do, like, food and possibly, like, fun reviews, and they call it In LA, but I learned something. It's not just LA, Rain. They focus
Mm.
on the San Gabriel Valley.
What? Are you
They're
serious?
they're not from here. But,
Oh,
they told me where they're at. I'm not gonna share that here, but I was like, they were talking about some restaurant in Pasadena and somewhere else, and I was like, "Oh, like the San Gabriel Valley." Like we had a whole segment about it on the show on how it's unique, and Molly was just like, "Yeah, it's so like there's so much here. There's so much good food." I'm like, "Yeah, it has its own culture."
yeah.
And so, yeah,
That's
dude,
GV.
they're all around the San Gabriel Valley. They know all this. They know Temple City. They know San Gabriel itself. They
Yeah.
know Pasadena. They know obviously L.A. Um,
Is Montebello San Gabriel Valley?
yeah.
It
It's
is?
it's it's right on the edge. And then when you
Yeah.
get in, you get into
East
East
LA is
L.A.
not.
It
It has, like, the same vibe. It's but it's
okay.
not.
The people who live near Montebello in East L.A. are
Yeah.
like San Gabriel Valley, but the people who moved closer and closer to L.A. they're like the L.A. sprawl.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
100%.
Boyle Heights, and all that kinda stuff. I know it's just that the urban sprawl area. I mean, it's all urban sprawl, but
Yeah.
that has its own culture too. Like, my family has lived in Los Angeles for 60 years, um, which is also cool. But anyways, yeah, if you guys are looking for recs that aren't on the Trammin.com/recs, go check them out. Even they were talking we were talking trash about, live streamers and stuff, so that was fun. So they don't do that. Um Yeah, very cool. So we attempted Midway Mania. It broke down partway through. We got out of line and then it started up again.
Awesome.
So that was we were in that terrible room. But whatever, we left. So we got on Silly Symphony swings. Molly's not a big fan of Silly Symphony swings, but she got on it anyway. And then the ride stopped while we were up there.
Oh my god, dude.
And I was like, "Oh no." We did not pressure her to get on. She's like, "No, I'm fine." She's like, "I get on this, but like I don't want to all the time, but dude, it stopped. And like
That's crazy.
when it stops, you like swing because there's still momentum. And if
Right,
there's an
right.
empty swing next to you, it's kind of going towards you. I don't want to scare people. Everything was fine. It seemed like a seatbelt that nobody was using unlatched, not the big bar that you can't just that like shoulder thing in one of them because I overheard them. They were calling maintenance. So the ride stops. And when the ride music stops, rip, right?
Yeah.
But they slowly lowered it, got us to the ground, checked everyone, and then like so they would go around, they found the seatbelt issue, they just put the little like do not sit thing. They checked everyone, and then people would get off and then they check everyone again, and then more people got off. I'm like, guys, stay on or get off. Just
Yeah.
like but anyways, we went up. It was without issue, and then Andrea rode it the next day with Johnny and Valerie with no issues. So
Nice.
Yeah, but that was it's like, the one time someone who doesn't like the ride gets on, rip. But that was cool. It was cool. Um, we Molly was gonna leave, so we were gonna cross, so we all walked out. She left, and then we saw Mickey and Minnie had just reopened 25 minutes.
Ooh.
But where were we? We were I think we were walking no, not small ones because we'd be right there. We were I don't know if we got on Pooh or we are gonna I don't know. This whole, like, thing is, like, messed up in my head, but anyways, we ran to Mickey and Minnie's. We took a shortcut through
Where
Galaxy's Edge,
just straight through Galaxy's Edge?
straight through Galaxy's Edge, because imagine going through where yeah, dude, yeah, we went from Critter Country. I don't know why we were there, but we went through Critter Country. So imagine trying to go through Frontierland, through Main Street, and all that. So we went through Galaxy's Edge
Wow.
and popped out in Fantasyland. And then we were checking the app, went up to 35 minutes, then it went up to 45 minutes, and we're like in line and it's going up. There's a switchback outside. It's like 60 minutes. And I
Hmm.
think Kimmy went to I don't know where she went for a second. But Andrea's like, I've waited before. I'm like, have you waited out here before? She's like, no. And she texted us like, oh, it's at 60 now in the app, and we could see it on the thing. And she was like, I don't know. Let me know. And I look at Andrea and I'm like, she like kind of shook her head. I'm like, all right, let's go. So we got out of line. It eventually went back down, but uh they I checked out the far, far corner where they need to punch a hole through the wall to have the
Mhm.
Galaxy's Edge passageway, in which case we would have gotten in line for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Just saying. But anyways, I checked that out. I didn't realize how big the Goofy's house area is. I didn't go in there, but it's freaking huge.
Yeah. It's
Um,
cool. It's really
yeah,
cool. Yeah.
Tomorrowland, Toontown's pretty cool. We didn't
Yeah.
hang out. We didn't hang out too often. I think too long. I walked out because I went to the bathroom and I thought they left, but they were on the playground, I guess. Kimmy and Andrea. So
Yeah.
then they called me and I came back in and we went on Chip and Dale's Gadget Coaster.
What a name.
What a name. But Gadget's still all over it. And waited a little while. Not that long, but like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Because I guess they let
That's
people
not
through
bad
the
for that ride.
yeah, they let people through the exit because of
Okay.
I don't know if it's DOS or what. So got on that ride, very short, but it's not kidding around. That's a
No, no,
fast ride.
it is.
So,
It's fun. Those little coasters
yeah,
can really really haul.
yeah. By this time, Kimmy needed a snack, so we went to Bengal Barbecue, and she got the steak skewer thingy
Mhm.
and the bread. Um, she said
The
it was good.
bread.
And there's a tiger tail,
Oh, that's at
not
Bengal
tiger tail.
Barbecue?
Yeah, it's a little. It looks different now.
Okay.
But it looks like a little S tail type of thing. Went to Haunted Mansion. It's at 25 minutes. We only waited 15. And again, I don't know the order of this. We did Winnie the Pooh at some point, and then we finished off with. Okay, I think that I don't know, man. We finished with Jungle Cruise though. That's what I
Okay.
know. That's for sure. And then we were very. It was 11:30, so
Yeah, you could be a little tired after that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Kimmy and I were like, all right, it's time. Andrea closed out the park and then said she was late to meet up with her friends the next day.
Nice.
But had a really fun time despite listen, mistakes were made throughout the night. But they even asked me in the gadget coaster time, they were like, what are you gonna say? We're interested in what you're gonna say on the show. And I'm like, I'm gonna say it wasn't boring. Like, you know, it was honestly, I had a lot of fun.
That's good.
Because, there's some letdowns, but it's okay. Like, we'll be back. It's not like a big deal. It's not like when I, missed Johnny Depp on Pirates and Mark Hamill in Star Tours, and I was there and about to get on both those rides. So, it's not like
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
I didn't get on Mickey and Minnie, and I balked at, Midway Mania. So, big deal.
It is what it is.
Yeah. It ain't what it ain't. Or what is
It
it?
ain't
What
what
do
it
I
is.
say? It ain't what it isn't. That's what it is.
There it is.
Yeah. Uh, so fun night. Glad we
That's
finally got
good.
to hang out with Andrea. I learned a little bit about her Instagram account shenanigans. Um,
Mm.
really interesting. I had an interesting conversation about Instagram and how all that works. So that was cool. And yeah. Oh, and great meeting Molly. Check out West Coasters. I will because it's not Disney content because I can't watch Disney content.
Yeah. Yeah. Same.
Uh,
I'm gonna check
yeah.
them out.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna,
I'm gonna check them out.
I'm gonna check them out.
All right. See you all soon. Okay. Rain. What time is it?
It's
Pizza time.
oh
I forgot you do it.
the echo.
It's time for one last bite. Rain, as always, what is the best food you ate this week?
It was actually what I just ate right now. Brandy was like, "Hey, for dinner, can you get some Jollibee?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll get some Jollibee."
Is it Buena Park Jollibee?
No, it's Anaheim. It's
Oh,
off of Euclid. Yeah.
okay.
But I got the two-piece combo, like two-piece fried chicken combo with fries, but it was the spicy chicken with gravy. Oh, it was so you get the two-piece combo aside the peach mango pie and a drink for $11. Great stuff, man.
Dude,
It
I
was
gotta go to Jollibee.
yeah, that thing was it has some really good chicken. That breading was just top notch. Um my best drink, I'm gonna give it to which I've gotten a couple of these in the past week. These little jugs that you can buy at 85 degrees of their pre-made coffee. Don't get me wrong, it has a lot of sugar, which I typically don't like in coffee, but their 85-degree coffee hits different, man. That stuff is so good. It's like $7 and it's good for like 3 or 4 days worth of coffee. Uh, and I've also just been buying way too much 85 degrees. Just their pastries. Their chocolate pastry, their custard pastry, their chocolate filled custard pastry, their milk bread next level. I think this might have been my last week also. Um, but yeah, it is what it is, dude. That place is so good. I've been going there way too much. This one is in Buena Park on my way to
Mm.
work. So
Oh, is no. No, there's not the one on Beach.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that with the the
No,
the Diamond Jamboree of Buena Park.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dude, I gotta go there. It's right there.
It's right there, man. That's a nice 85 degrees also.
Yeah. Dude, that was one of the OGs. Not OGs, but it was, like, before there was a bajillion of them. Like,
Okay.
this was, like, because they opened, like, Daiso here a long time ago. There's
Mhm.
H Mart, all that. But, dude, I thought I've been to Jollibee. I have never been, and I
Oh,
want to
wow.
so bad. I have been to Red not been to, I have tried Red Ribbon. I've had their chicken empanada, and that thing's amazing. But
That's pretty much Jollibee. I mean,
they
I
don't have
think
that
there's
empanadas at Jollibee.
right, but Red Ribbon is
Yeah.
like an offshoot of Jollibee, right?
Yeah. I really gotta go, and it's not that far, so
Yeah.
I'll go there. So for me, I didn't dude, my food was like it was okay.
Mid.
Yeah, like nothing crazy, but what's funny is, we went to Asada because that's just what we do all the time, and Kimmy got us so I always get the 2 crispy tacos, and Kimmy got a crispy taco and a soft taco. She didn't like the soft taco. That might have been my favorite food. 'Cause
Nice.
they messed up Asada, if Kimmy said, "I want the" when you say, "I want crispy tacos," it's like a 2-pack.
Mm.
So, she ordered one à la carte, carnitas, and a steak taco, and then I ordered the 2 crispy tacos, short rib. They gave me the carnitas one and gave her the short rib,
Oh,
even though I
man.
ordered 2 short ribs, and mine had no pico, and they didn't put pico on either one, but hers had pico, so I'm just like, "How did you mess this up?" They always mess it up. Always. Always. We got the spicy tots, but I like the soft taco because they put cheese in all the tacos, but they put a ton you know when there's a ton of cheese melted on a tortilla?
That's different. It
It
feels
just
different.
when you taste it's like the like jack cheese, it just tasted so good.
Yeah.
So, that one hit the spot, and, so I'm just gonna give it to that, but it wasn't like best food of the week. It was good.
Yeah.
Um, Earl didn't hit as well. I think it wasn't constructed as well as it normally is, but it was still good. It was still good. The sweet, I'm going to give it to the it was like a chocolate truffle, but it was like rum, but not a
Mhm.
rum ball. And dude, it was strong, and I freaking loved it. It was like half milk, half dark, ton of rum flavor, but not like the gross rum flavor.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Kimmy and I walked to La Rue du Chocolat, the chocolate shop in Laguna that's next to the gelato shop that always has an extremely long line in Pepper Tree Lane.
Yes. Yes,
They
yes.
put, like, gone for 5 minutes, and we waited, like, 10, and they never came back, and I was joking, "Do you not wanna walk that far?" And we go to Rocky Mountain, you know, like the tourist thing?
Yeah.
We
Yeah, yeah,
ended
yeah.
up going to Rocky Mountain, and that's where this was from.
Cool.
Rocky
Cool.
Mountain is good. It's just
It
not
is.
like you know actually,
You
it
do
is. They make it all, like, it's good
yeah.
stuff.
You go to Citadel, you see the Rocky Mountain,
Yeah,
get some
Irvine
samples.
Spectrum,
Exactly.
Mammoth has one, yeah, everyone. But,
Yeah.
dude, it hit the spot, it was really good. So,
Nice.
gotta give him the flowers, you know? But the drink, I installed a water softener, and I'm gonna give it to soft
Oh.
water, dude.
It tastes different?
Dude, I think because my water has gotten gross. I have a
Yes.
filter in my fridge that I change every 6 months, and
Okay.
it's just me here, right? So, it's not the filter. It started like smell, almost like chlorine, but not quite. And the water softener I put in for 10 different reasons. But dude, it tastes so crisp and fresh with a ton of
Nice.
ice in there, and it
Nice.
just hits different. So I'm gonna give it
How
to soft water.
how are your showers now?
The 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 hot water, I think, is still a mix
Mhm.
in the tank or not
Yeah.
the water heater. So it's half. So I'm not quite slimy showers, but I'm slimy hands.
Okay. Okay.
But apparently that just means your skin is not getting dried out, so that's fine with me.
Cool.
It's dude, it's better to drink. It's better for your skin. It's better
Yeah.
for your clothes, your towels, your sheets, all your appliances, your faucets, your shower heads. You
For
just gotta
everything.
buy an $8 bag of salt once or twice, or once every month or so. So big whoop.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was fun. My dad helped me with that. Shout out to my dad. We did get the Mediterranean food from around here, but we got the plates and they dried out, and that's why they were not the food of the week. The wrap is the way to go. It is now time for one last fight, which I did not write. Rain. Do you have two things you want to pit against each other?
Two things,
That have to
infrastructure
do
wise.
yeah, infrastructure wise.
Let's see. Mm,
What do you no. I was gonna say, like, what do you mobile order on the phone? But
no. I mean, the
okay,
obvious
okay.
one. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
go for it.
No,
Go for it.
you do one. You've never done one. Do it.
No, but it's like it's
Okay,
obvious
you do
which
yours,
one
I'll
it
do
is.
mine. It's two last
Okay.
fights.
Okay. The Genie Plus or Fast Pass?
Oh, it's gotta be food related.
Oh, it has to be food related. Okay,
Yeah, it's part of one last fight.
Oh,
That's why
you're
it's
right.
called one last fight.
You're
It's
right. You're right.
a rhyming thing.
Okay.
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 Hmm. I'm gonna do 3. Or we'll just bear with me. Cheesy gordita crunch, double decker taco, or chalupa.
Chalupa.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's chalupa.
Yeah.
Chalupa just
It's
smashes them.
something about that fat tortilla, dude.
Dude, okay, that's the gordita tortilla. The cheesy gordita crunch?
Wait. Chalupa.
That's the fried one.
The fry. Oh, okay. You know what? Still chalupa. Still chalupa. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, because there was what was called the gordita, and that was the
Mhm.
outside of the cheesy gordita crunch.
That's right.
And then
Okay.
they stopped. If you really beg or you know them, they'll do it for you, apparently. I've never had it. It's just a Greek bread, which is hilarious.
Oh.
And then they made the cheesy gordita crunch, which is a gordita with cheese and then the crunchy shell.
Yeah.
And then there's the double decker taco, which is it a tortilla or is it 2 shells with beans in between or something?
I don't actually know what this one is. Double decker taco. Oh, okay. It's a soft tortilla on the outside and then the crunchy on the inside.
Yeah, and there's beans in between, I think.
Beans in
Yeah,
between. Yeah.
refried beans. Shout out to
Yeah.
Christian with a K because I think this is his thing because he voted for this and I voted for the enchilito. But it's not good. I'm sorry, Christian. So yes, the chalupa reigns supreme. And with that,
Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next week.
see you real soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for traveling with us today, and we hope you have a happy and memorable visit to the Disneyland Resort. Please lower your head, watch your step, and exit to the driver's right-hand side only.